Hi, I'm Joe Taslim, who plays Li Yong, talking to Critical Hit about season 2 of Warrior. Watch the show.
Nice to see you guys.
And again, I just want to say thank you very much for a very good second season of Warrior.
So good, right?
It was so good,
Really good.
man.
We really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed
So
it.
good. You know, I know it's kind of awkward, but I'm in the show. But when I watch it, I felt like I'm a fan. I was like, I love this show. You know, I'm so proud of it. You know, I text all the writers. I'm like, you guys are amazing. You guys wrote this season so amazingly. Like, I'm so proud of it. Like, let's do another one.
Yeah, please, let's do another one. We were talking with Olivia on Friday last week, and she kind of reminded us that, Cinemax is not doing its own content anymore. This actually was going to be one of our questions for later. I'm really hoping that someone will pick it up. Have you heard anything of any feelers like Netflix or Amazon or?
I have not heard anything, but I know for sure when they see season 2, when the world sees season 2, I have a high hope that the fans are going to push for it. And I hope that the fans going to push for it, and then the bigger players are going to see it, and then they know it deserves justice. It deserves 3 more seasons.
Was there, or has there been a set number of like seasons written for this, or is it kind of like a go by feel at the moment? Because I mean, obviously you would know for your character Li Yong and how much more development there is for him. So is there or not?
Well, we don't have season 3 yet for sure until now, but I know for sure. I heard from the writers they have like awesome ideas for Li Yong, awesome ideas for Mei Ling, and of course they keep going on in terms of their creativity for the show, the journey of the show, the journey of the characters. That's why I really hope the fans gonna push it, and then somebody's gonna pick it up, and then all those amazing ideas could be visualized in the next season. I really hope so. Who knows, right?
One of the nice things that I liked about season 2 is that you definitely got a bit more character development from Li Yong.
Yeah.
I mean, in season 1, he kind of came across as a little bit of like a lapdog for Mei Ling. She kind of told him what to do, and he did it, kind of thing. But in season 2, there's a lot of Li Yong pushing back against her in this.
Yeah.
And, I mean, at times I was wondering whether he was doing it because he is is worried about what's happening in Chinatown, or is he worrying about what's happening to her? What did you think with those scenes?
Oh, and as an actor playing that character in season 2, I know in season 1, especially in the final episode, I was a bit shocked because before the fight, I asked her, right, one of us is gonna get out of only one of us gonna get out of there alive, and she said, like, yeah, she said, yeah, I know. And then before I break some neck, I was about to break some neck. If, the dilemma, the contemplation of Li Yong, he said, like, this is your brother. And he gave that look to her to make sure. So from that point of view, going to the season 2, we know Li Yong questioned a little bit that your ambition is very dangerous, my darling.
Mm-hmm.
You could get burned. So it's actually the root of that doubt is love. It's not like he's challenging her that he doesn't, he want to probably backstab her or whatever. Is that the love is so strong that he's making sure that, my darling, your ambition is gonna burn you, and if I have to challenge you to save you, I would do that. So that's kind of like the motivation of him. Yeah.
Okay.
I picked it up. Yeah, like that.
Well, he didn't say my darling for sure.
You broke out on the scene really with the raid, right? And features some really intense and brutal choreography. Warrior is not as brutal as that thing is when it comes to choreography. But I believe Jonathan Tropper, he does though choreograph the fights very meticulously, right down to the scripting level. Is that correct? How do they stage the fights?
Jonathan Tropper's vision conveyed through Brett Chen's, our choreographer. And then he and his team choreograph all the fights. I think Brett Chen did an amazing job because, of course, this is not the raid. This is kind of like more, because the raid is kind of, you feel the color, the exotic of Silat is so thick in the movie. Yeah. So this one, is like more like global feels of kung fu action movie, but it's very brutal. But the powerful thing about action scenes in Warrior is because the story is so strong, the characters build up is really good. So every time we see them fight, we care about the characters. We know the purpose of the fight. It's not just trying to look, badass or trying to look flashy. The violence has reason, all the movements, all the struggle, the dramatic element in the fight is there. That's why I told all the writers, because when I watch all the fights and all the scenes, the balance between the dramatic performance, the dramatic scenes and the action scenes, is just amazing. It's just, you don't feel this is an action show because the drama is so strong. This is not a drama because the action is super cool. So the balance of action and drama in the show is very rare. It's so hard to find a show like this. I'm not trying to sell anything, okay?
Take my money.
You actually touched on something there where you mentioned about this is more a global feel. You are trained traditionally in judo. You were judoka. Yes.
Yeah.
And then I know on the raid you picked up a bit of silat and so on, but this is very much Li Yong fights completely differently to any of those things.
Completely different.
So did you have a lot of influence in that? Or did it come more from Brett Chang? And if so, was it difficult adapting to a fighting style that's strike heavy, whereas coming from a judoka with grappling and throwing?
Yeah, I think my martial art specialty is judo, so I don't really punch and kick. I grab people, I throw it, and I break their neck or their leg or their arm. So that's my specialty. I'm kind of easy to say I'm a wrestler. So, but I was so lucky because growing up when I was a kid, I learned couple martial arts before judo. I learned wushu for 3 years. And I learned taekwondo for a couple of months and boxing for like a couple of weeks. It's very short, but I got so many influences from other martial arts. So it helped me a lot in my judo career. And then they helped me a lot in my action career as an actor. So when they introduced me this choreography, which is very kung fu, very combination of Jeet Kune Do, Wing Chun, a little bit of a silat feel, but the majority is like Shaolin Kung Fu, Chinese traditional martial art. So it didn't feel strange. It didn't feel like awkward for me because I learned that when I was a kid. So for me, just to bring back, just to revive those memories. And then I was an athlete for 15 years, so all my muscles are very easy to talk to. I can just say, hey, leg, come on, stretch a little bit. And okay, you need this one. I need to kick this tornado kick, but I didn't know how to do it. But you know what? I can learn. So
yes.
I practice a lot. In terms of Li Yong's discipline of martial art. I practiced with these Chinese fighters, and then they taught me a little bit of a like the fight needs to be this because Li Yong has a combination of Wing Chun and Jeet Kune Do, and then other Shaolin fields, ancient China. So he's fluid. He always change his fight style depending on the opponent. So for me, well, I was born. I growing up learned a lot of martial arts. So for me to put when they asked me to throw somebody, when they asked me to kick somebody, for me to adapt, it didn't feel like it's a new world. Something that it's just a cousin of judo. It's a cousin of wushu. So you feel that I believe all martial arts root in the same what do you call it? We martial artists, we believe that all martial arts in this world came from Shaolin. Okay. So if you're good in one martial arts, it's like music. You're good in piano. You want to know how to play guitar. You know the essence of that. It's music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's similar. Yeah.
You mentioned something like not one of the questions, but I thought I'd throw out there quickly. You mentioned about how you had to practice, and I have to ask, episode 9 of season 2, the massive brawl between all the tongues, and how long did it take to put that together? How long the choreography, and because that was an epic fight scene, because it's literally an episode long fight scene. Was that?
That was epic.
It was.
We shot that scene a couple of days, but we know for sure that we didn't have the luxury of 15 hours shooting like in Asia.
Yes.
So we can only shoot in like 8-9 hours because overtime is crazy. So they didn't want to have overtime. So the good thing that we did season 1 together. So we bonded really good in season 1, and the chemistry wise, like, it's not like we're working with strangers. So we're working with your brothers, So everything in terms of technical stuff, like choreography and then and the shot and everything, that's the only thing we have to worry. But the other parts, like, we need to go fast. I know when I go fast, the other is gonna follow me. I believe them and they believe me. So that thing is very, very precious in a fight scene, in shooting fight scenes. So once you have that, other thing is just technical. It's just like, oh, we're gonna shoot from angle. Can we do it one more? We got it, but we need to shoot it. Like we do a top shot. Can you do it again? And then it's just fun. The hard part in shooting action movies, especially fight scene, is when you don't trust them, when you don't trust your fighters. No matter what, it's just hard. It just always feel wrong. Always feel like something's missing there. So we're lucky that it was challenging a couple of days, but yeah, we survived.
and I just want to jump in here with a question too. Now you've mentioned, of course, that we've talked about the sort of your history with regard to the raid, the night comes for us. These are all very, very heavy action beats, as you said. But the nice thing, well, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first series of yours where you actually get to be far more dramatic with a character like Li Yong, where you actually get to see his motivations and his thinking, as opposed to just kicking the shit out of something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So how was that for you? Was it liberating? Did it feel, I don't know, more intense? How different was that?
For me, when Jonathan said to me after we finished season 1, he said like, "Be ready, season 2, Li Yong is gonna grow more. It's gonna be more challenged. We're gonna go deeper for his character." So I was like, for sure, let's bring it on, because I believe in action, like in delivering a fight scene. It has to come with a really good build-up. So when Jonathan Tropper and the writers want to go deep with the character, every fight he's gonna go, it's gonna be more meaningful. So when we see him in season 1, he's kind of like mysterious, right? He's there, just kick ass everybody, and then he just disappears. He's just like a shadow. And then probably the more of him is actually season 1 in episode 10, when he's contemplating to fight his lover's brother, and then when he was about to break Asam's neck, he's contemplating again. He looked at Mai Ling, and then are you sure you want to go this far? I mean, this is your brother. So that's the dramatic inside the action that we see about his character, that he has humanity in him. He has this family in him. He understands. You don't do that to your brother. Yeah. So in season 2, we go deeper in that. He questioned Mai Ling in the scene that when he was practicing, and said, like, in family, you think he's gonna forgive you because he should, and you should. So we see the humanity in him. You see the humanity in him. We see him not just a guy who just beat someone else's ass and then with no reason. We see he's loyal to Longzi, but his priority is his lover, Mai Ling, and then he's not like a puppet. Like, I want you to kill that guy, he killed that guy. He thinks why, and then you want to go that far. So it's great to play a character like that. I'm so grateful to Jonathan that he added more arc to Li Yong, that the audience in season 2, they're gonna see more of him. Like, they're gonna see, oh, Li Yong is kind of person. Oh, I didn't see that in season 1. So it's very interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he gets to kick ass as well.
I was hoping to see more in season 3. That's what I'm thinking right now.
Yes, I'm really, really, really hoping you guys are back for season 3. And another reason why you guys should be back for season 3, because that means you're gonna be coming back to Cape Town to shoot more. In case you don't know,
I love Cape Town.
I'm in Cape Town. We are South African guys.
Oh my God.
So we're from Cape Town, both of us. I'm over here. And I got to interview Olivia Chang, and I've got to interview Andrew Koji before, and I asked him the same question. When you were here in Cape Town shooting here, did you have a Gatsby? Have you eaten a Gatsby? Do you know what a Gatsby is?
Gatsby?
Yes.
I know Lion's Mountain, but what Gatsby?
Gatsby is like a traditional fast food we have in Cape Town. It's literally just a giant bread stuffed with meat and like fries.
I missed that one.
So like everyone I've spoken
my friends because they brought me to Asian restaurants all the time.
Yeah, Olivia told us that she heard the girls on the set talking about it, and she never got opportunity to have it. And Andrew said he heard about it as well, and he was gonna get everyone to get it. So it's delicious. It's completely unhealthy. It'll really make you fat. There's no way around it.
I don't care.
But it's
delicious.
delicious.
It's a priority, like my ling.
and you only find it in Cape Town. So if you guys come back for season 3, you have to ask the guys to get you a Gatsby. It's
with or without season 3, I know for sure I have to come back to Cape Town.
That's awesome.
That's my motherland now.
Welcome to come, please.
Yes,
I love Cape Town so much.
That's amazing.
I felt so peace there. It feels. When I was there, it feels like home, to be honest. And then I know for sure, with or without season 3, or no works involved, I will come back. I will come back, and then I will. My challenge. I want to do the 3 Peaks challenge. I want to go to Devil's Peak. I want to go to Table Mountain. I want to go to Lions Peak. So all those in one day. That's the thing that I'm gonna do in my bucket list. Thank you very much.
I've been a fan of yours since the day. It's actually quite a big honor for me to chat to you. I've watched just about all your stuff. So this is quite a big honor for me. So thank you for making all the kick-ass movies, and hope to see you in plenty more.
Yes, thank you so much.
It's an honor. Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it. Have a great evening, okay?
Have a great evening, guys. Have a great evening there. Oh, have a good day.
Yeah, evening, yes, yeah. Have a good morning for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.